Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're all doing very, very well. We're outside Stamford Bridge after a 1-0 game against Benfica. Charlie's got his fans, you know, get the pictures, all that, signatures.
Just message me on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, cool.
Charlie,
Sorry,
mate, what did you think of the game? Do you need a Sharpie?
Do I need a Sharpie?
Yeah.
For what?
For a signature.
Oh, no, don't be silly. Yeah, bro, game, relief to get 3 points.
Yeah.
Other than that, mate, I thought it was pretty average, pretty boring, a bit uninspiring, but ultimately, all I wanted was a win and 3 points. So I'm happy from that point of view, but everything else, positive, we kept a clean sheet. We limited Benfica to not very much, but defensively, I thought we were decent, but going forwards, I felt we lacked a lot. I didn't think we were particularly great going forward at all.
Yeah, I have to admit, like, when I saw Benfica, I actually thought Benfica gave it a good go, mate. I just think they were missing that final ball, and they could have created a lot if they had that final ball. Yeah. Similar to us in a lot of respects. There's so many chances that we could think about that would have happened if we could have just beaten that man or put that cross in or had a crack on goal when there was space. And I feel like there was a lot of that today.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of, like, sort of half moments here and there, but other than the goal itself, which... Look, it's a great ball into the box from Pedro Neto, and that's what he can offer. That's what he does. Garnacho cuts it back. I don't know if you've seen the own goal back, but like I thought it was Garnacho's shot and it like deflected in. He cuts it back, and the geezer running back just boots it straight in.
Well, that's still an assist, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like he was like scoring a goal. I know he scored a goal for us, but it's like he was playing for us, and he just smashed it in. Look, it's a bit fortuitous to get that goal, but it's, you know, I guess you get that from the moment of quality with the cross and the cutback as well. But I don't know, I just look at that, bro, and I just think, if we're going to beat better teams, we're going to have to play so much better than that. I know it was going to be tough with Mourinho. It was going to make it difficult. They were going to defend, or they were going to make it physical. They were going to make it tough for us. And you are right. If they had a bit more quality in the final third, I think they could have scored a couple of goals tonight quite easily.
I mean, which players stood out for you today from Chelsea's perspective? And feel free to comment on any Benfica players as well.
I mean, look, from whoever the right winger up against
number 11,
the guy up against Cucurella, I forget his name now. The guy up against Cucurella, I felt looked pretty good. I was impressed with Antonio Silva at the back. He's a player that we've been linked with in the past. I felt he defended pretty well. But from a Chelsea perspective, look, I felt Benoit Badiashile was a positive on the night. His first start, actually, since Benfica in the Club World Cup. That was his first start for us since then.
It's been that long?
Yeah, it's been that long, mate. He's been out for ages. And I felt he was decent. Look, nothing amazing, but credit where credit's due. I felt he played pretty well and he defended solidly, and he'll start against Liverpool on Saturday, in my view. Pedro Neto, I think, was impressive. He was probably our best attacker. Works hard, was looking dangerous, getting balls into the box, taking his man on, getting us up the pitch. Other than that, though, mate, Enzo and Caicedo were decent enough in the middle of the park, but there weren't really an awful lot to write home about. Other than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was a very. Is it nostalgic? That's the word.
Yeah,
nostalgic day. Yes. I don't know, where were you? MHL?
Yeah.
You could still see Mourinho. You had a good view of the manager.
Bro, I was front row. I went down to the front row in the second half because it was empty, so I went down to the front row.
It was weird seeing him on the sidelines.
Mate, do you know what? Like, all the press conference stuff yesterday, and you know, the comments talking about us and then seeing him back, like, it's hard not to get nostalgic about it. And look, you know, he obviously got a nice reception and stuff, as he should.
Do you agree with that? Because apparently there was a lot of fans who didn't want that. They said, why do you keep chanting his name?
Why?
Well, that's what Cam was telling me. He was sat in MHL as well. I mean, did you see any fans arguing over that?
No, I certainly didn't. I don't see what's wrong with it. It's no different. How different is it? Imagine if Thiago Silva came back we played Thiago Silva, we played Fluminense. I'm sure that was going on there. Is that not okay? Is it not okay to... so it's not okay to chant Lampard's name when he comes back? Is that allowed? Like what are we doing here? So, I mean, seriously, this is a guy that's the greatest manager in our history. His name was sung twice throughout 90 minutes. Are these people all right? I mean, seriously.
I think the reasoning for it is, you know, he managed Tottenham, he managed Man United.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, Chelsea is where he made himself. And he always speaks about us in such glowing terms. He literally lives round the corner. His son comes to the games. Like, seriously, come on, what are we doing?
So you still consider him proper Chelsea?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Of course, mate. Yeah, of course.
What do you think Maresca's got to do? to gain some support, because he said, I remember the Southampton game and we were obviously singing his name.
Yeah.
We sung "We've Got Our Chelsea Back."
And he comes from Italy. Yeah. No, bro, do you know what? We need a bit more than that. He's just got to keep winning. He's just got to find solutions. I mean, I looked at the lineup today and I'm just thinking, I know we have to rotate and rest players. I'm sorry, but it's like some of the quality we've got is just not good enough. We've got quantity, quality's not good enough. Bro, we've spent £154 million on Mudryk, Gittins and Garnacho. That is a shocking allocation of funds. Like seriously, that's woeful. It is really bad. Garnacho is not ready. He looks okay tonight, but he's not at the required level right now. Gittins is nowhere near the level right now. And you spent £90 million pretty much on those two players that are nowhere near the level required.
Almost reminds you of one of those cheap buffets that you pay about 15 quid all you can eat.
Yeah, but at least you get enjoy it.
It's about the quality, though, isn't it? The quality of the food.
Yeah, you get a lot, but it's not particularly nice. And I think that's kind of where we're at now with these two. I'm not writing them off, by the way, but Gittins is nowhere near the level right now. He looks like lacking confidence. Decision making is not good. Garnacho, he works hard. He looks a little bit exciting here and there when he's on the ball, but without really doing anything. So that left wing position is a problem. Esteval looks really exciting when he comes on. He makes things happen. But again, as you'd expect, a bit of a lack of maturity in his game. Decision making, probably holds onto the ball for a little bit too long, doesn't release it quick enough.
I think the question, though, with Esteval, like you said, is who does he look up to? Who's he going to learn from?
Well, Neto. But the point is, bro, I'd rather Esteval for me is offering way more than Garnacho and Gittins are. Gittins shouldn't be starting, neither should Garnacho really. It should be Esteval and Neto on the wings, Neto on the left, Neto on the right, Esteval on the left. That's really where we should be at, but yeah, it is what it is right now. The allocation of funds has been poor in those positions, and that's what we've got now, so we just have to make the most of it.
Even though you think that we could have allocated our funds differently, I mean, the centre-back's obviously been a huge conversation. We had Chalobah with Badiashile.
Yeah, it was all right.
Got a clean sheet.
Yeah, it looks fine. I mean, we weren't massively tested at the back, but they defended well. And given how many mistakes we've been making this season, given how many stupid goals we've conceded, that is a positive. 100% is a positive. I'll tell you what's not a positive, another red card. What is wrong with the discipline in this team and the decision making and the thought process when you're doing things? It's just so stupid.
Well, walk people through it. Walk people through the red card.
It was two bookings, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
I don't know what the first booking was for, and the second booking was high foot.
But did it look like it was clear and obvious to you?
Well, yeah, it's a high foot, bro. It's a booking. You know you're going to get booked for that, so why are you doing it? It's so stupid. Yeah. It's just such a poor lack of discipline. He's going to miss the game against Ajax, so luckily it's not a complete disaster in that perspective. But I mean, come on.
It would have been worse if he missed the Premier League game.
It's 3 red cards in the last 4 games. What the fuck are we doing here? Guys, seriously, we got to learn. Make better decisions, read the game better, understand the situation better.
The thing is, as well, if you were looking at football 10 years ago, you could have got away with it because they wouldn't have all these decisions. But now the reason they're so strict is to prevent players from doing these sort of things.
But high foot, bro. High foot's been in booking for a while. Yeah. But look, again, discipline is poor. Decision making poor, and it just highlights, bro. There's a massive lack of maturity in this side, and it's being shown with the mistakes that we've been making. It's being shown with a lack of discipline as well.
Who do you think ran this game?
Ran the game?
Yeah.
What, in terms of just players?
Who do you think took charge of this game?
I think Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo were pretty good in the midfield. I think Neto as well. Probably those 3. Cucurella was decent as well, in fairness to him.
I thought Sanchez actually was okay, but he had a couple of moments.
First half he was okay. Second half, some of his distribution was woeful. Yeah. Really bad, mate. But he was okay. Saves wise, he didn't really have an awful lot to do. But other than that, distribution in the second half was piss poor.
Let me ask you this: what's your take on singing? What's the song? After the goal. What's your take on Chelsea Dagger?
I mean, I'm not that asked about it to be getting in a proper strop about it and moaning about it. But I don't know. Maybe it takes away from the moment.
I'll save that for my fan cam.
Maybe it takes away from the moment a little bit.
Yeah.
But do you know what, mate? Given the struggles we've had and the issues with the team that we've got right now and the lack of quality and depth in the squad, the least of my worries is fucking music after a goal. Just win me football matches. Play whatever music you want, just win.
Could be worse. They could be playing. They could be playing a lot of other things.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
Hey, what's your prediction for the Liverpool game?
Mate, Liverpool are there for the taking, but the problem is so are we. So, we can be got at. Liverpool not playing well, not defending well, struggling at the moment, lost back-to-back games. I'm just not sure we've got enough attacking quality. We can win that game. I think, to be honest, for Liverpool, I'm maybe looking at a draw in this game now. I think that probably is a likely result.
Fair enough. Thanks so much, Charlie. Pleasure, mate.